Hey everybody, my name is Annika. Welcome to my channel. So I really wanted to talk about all my favorite makeup because I don't think I've ever done that. I have a lot of favorites, and this is by no means like every single product that I love, but I just grabbed as many products I found that I can genuinely say I love this and I think it looks great, at least on me. Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna go in the order that I do my makeup, and I start with my brows. So my favorite brow pencil is the Balm Ferocious, and the only thing about this is that it only comes in 3 shades. So I have dark brown, that's the one I use every day, and I really love this. I'm missing the thing on the back of this, the cover, but let's see. This one finally empty. This one I think I'm finally at the end of. I've had this for about a year, but I didn't start using it till the beginning of this year. I used to always do my brows with eyeshadow or a brow powder for the longest time because I didn't learn how to do my brows until I was maybe like 18 is when I started trying to fill them in. I would just fill them in with powder, but now I like to go in with this. It's super easy to blend out. I always do all my skincare and my primer, and so like it's super easy to wipe away, but then once it sets down, it stays put. And then I'll either use one of 3 of my brow gels, which these are all tinted, I believe. So the first one is the Benefit, and I want to say this is shade 4. I'm not entirely sure, but it's a dark brown and has some fibers in there, and I really like this one, but I actually like this e.l.f. one more. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a dupe for this or maybe the ABH brow gel. I don't think I've tried that one. I really like this one. I feel like, let's actually compare the wands. Yeah, okay, I mean they're different for sure, but this one also has fibers, and I use the dark or deep brown one. I really like this. I've repurchased this one several times. I only have had this one, and I think this is cheaper, just as good, if not better. And then this is one, actually this is the one I used today. Let's see if you can see my eyebrows. This is the NYX Brow Glue. This is okay. I mean, I've been using it. I like it for when I need my brows to be held up. So yeah, I would cautiously recommend this one though, because it's very easy to go overboard even if you've barely put on any, so. But I guess while we're talking about everyday staples like these, my favorite black liquid liner is the Physicians Formula. Wow, there goes my mascara. But yeah, this is the Physicians Formula, and this is the waterproof eye booster ultra fine liquid eyeliner in Blackest Black. This is amazing. I go through these all the time. I mean, I've been using this eyeliner for years. I got it because of Taylor Wynn actually, and I just think it's the best liquid eyeliner at the drugstore. I don't need like an expensive one since I go through them so fast. I'd rather not. And then for mascara, I have a couple here, but the Maybelline Sky High ones. Now this one I'm just trying. I don't know if I like this one more or the original purple one. Oh, I hear a dog coming. Come here, babies. Come here, babies. There's my buddy. There's my baby. Here's Ice. Here's the Ice Queen. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. You're so cute. Alright, can you go now? Can you go now? Okay, go lay down, please. Go. No. Get out of my makeup. Damn dog. Okay, I guess we're no longer going in order, but so I have a couple Maybelline ones here. I feel like all my favorite mascaras are Maybelline. I really like this one. It's the Sky High Lash Sensational in Noir Cosmique, and oh, I read the French part. Cosmic Black. But yeah, so I really like this one. I'm not entirely sure how different it is from the other one, but I love these for my lower lashes as well. Now, this was like my holy grail mascara for the longest time. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational, the original one, and mine is super gloopy. But I really like this one. I remember when I was like 19, I had Benefit Roller Lash and I had this one, and then I realized they're basically the same. They have the same wand, and I love this. So I've been repurchasing this for quite a long time now, but I finally did try this one and then the original Sky High, and I really prefer those actually for my lower lashes. Lately, I just wear falsies most of the time, so like the lower lashes are what I focus on. Because when I do mascara now, I'm just blending it into my eyelashes. Oh, and speaking of my eyelashes, I really love the Shy lashes from Kiss. I think they're so pretty. And then I also really like Ardell Demi Wispies and the Ardell 420 lashes. And then, oh, there's another one that I like. I can't remember what it is, but I'll have to put a picture. I can't remember what it's called, but I just prefer a wispy lash that looks natural. It's not too long. Like really long lashes look like an absolute joke on me, so I just preferred to wear something more natural just to finish off my look. But while we're speaking of lashes, I really liked the Aloe Kiss glue, but then I tried this one, and it's supposed to be a quick set, although I don't find that it dries much faster than the Kiss one, but I really like them both. I think in the future I'm going to repurchase the Kiss glue instead of this one, but I did really like it. I mean, I think it took a little bit of getting used to with this applicator, because it's like this, it's not a brush, it's like one of these silicone things. But this one is good. I feel like I save a little bit of time with it, but not necessarily a lot, but it works. It doesn't, you know, my lashes don't come off, so really like it. And then, oh, I forgot to mention while I'm talking about brows, the NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen. This isn't something I use like all the time, but I really do like it. I'm just not the best with brow pens, so yeah. And then also, while we're talking about these staple products for eye area, this Bella Beauty Bar Shimmer Stay, what is it? Shimmer Stay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is freaking amazing. I love this for all of my indie multi-chromes and my indie shimmers. I think it's amazing. It really makes my super sparkly, intense eyeshadows stay all day. They don't crease, which the NYX glue I used for a long time, but I don't think I'm going to be buying that again, because lately I've been having issues with it with certain eyeshadow formulas, and this one I just feel like it makes all of the different eyeshadow formulas I have just stay put the best. I find that with the creamier eyeshadows that usually crease, this does a great job. I still get the tiniest bit of creasing because there's like the Gloss Gods shimmer formula, and then actually the Bella Beauty Bar Pastel Garden palette I have. Some of the eyeshadows just crease so much on me. But this really helps keep it put all day. Doesn't really crease. Now today I used water activated liner, so I might be having some creasing, but I did this look for the Rock That Makeup collab. This month is Blue Chalcedony, and that's one of my favorite crystals, so I knew I had to do this, but that's my look today. And alright, so I guess now I'll start with like concealers and primers and base products. I forgot, I already do have a new one of these Kiss glues, the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe. I think this one's great. I have very red, stingy eyes. I get a lot of allergies and have some issues, so this glue really does not irritate my eyes at all. Neither does the Duo one. But okay, so now I think I want to talk about primers. So I have a couple right here, and let me talk about, this was like one of my first holy grail primers. I actually just bought it again for the first time in maybe a couple years, and I'm wearing it today. It keeps my skin smooth and hydrated, though it doesn't leave a glow, which is what I prefer. I want my hydration products to give me a nice glow. because I have very dry skin, so if anything like dries down matte, sometimes my foundation will look like shit over top. But this one does not do that, even though it doesn't dry down like dewy. It leaves a nice like somewhat grip, so when I put my foundation on I just feel like it blends beautifully. I really like this. This is the Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. I've bought this quite a few times. And then another primer I've loved since 2019, just like that one, is the First Aid Beauty Coconut Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. This one is absolutely beautiful. I love it. It gives a nice like pearlescence to the skin. It has a nice smell. It's not overpowering. And I think it's so nice. I just finished up one of these, and that's probably the third one I had finished, and then I bought 2 more. So I just opened this one the other day. But I absolutely love this, and I would recommend this if you have dry skin, and it also says it's safe for sensitive skin. I just really enjoy this. I think it's super pretty. But I will tell you, one of my friends, Corvette, over on Instagram, Pretty Vet 1985, I think, she did not like this primer. She said it pilled on her, so, but I know she lives in a different environment than me. I think she lives in a more warm area, Texas, I think. And I mean, I'm in dry, cold New England, so I really love this, but just be careful. Maybe it might not mix with certain things. I've never had it pill though, and I do recommend this, but I love this. And you will not like this if you don't want a nice glow on your skin, because I know some people who have oily skin might not enjoy products like that. But okay, so another product. This is something I discovered at Walmart one day a few years ago. It is the Makeup Obsession Picture Perfect Pore Blurring Primer. And I got this because the Revlon pore, I don't know what it's called, the pore primer, the pore perfecting primer maybe. That one was like my favorite, and it got discontinued. And I do have a video coming about all of my favorite products that are discontinued, like this foundation, the NYX Born to Glow, which I'll talk about after. But it's like so many of my favorite things have been taken from me, so I will definitely be telling you guys about that. But yeah, so this is the Picture Perfect one, and I think it's really nice. I don't get pilling with this as long as I let my skincare sit for a few minutes, and then I usually put this on my nose and then maybe on my forehead, just in my T-zone area where I want my pores to be blurred on, if it's on like a particularly textured looking day. Sometimes I just can't be bothered with stuff like this. Like, to me, a pore filling primer is more of an extra step rather than something like a hydrating primer, which is something I use in my makeup routine every day. But if I'm going somewhere like to see friends or going on a date or something like that, this is what I'm gonna wear. And I really do like this. I also have the NYX Angel Veil one, but I didn't really like that one as much as this. I don't find this one really does smooth out your pores, and it's nice. But yeah, so this is actually something I discovered this year, but then it got discontinued. And the reason I bought this is because another foundation I liked, the Fenty one, was compared to this one and said, but the Fenty one got taken away, so I bought this, and then of course this one got taken away, so I bought a few backups of this, and I'm running low on this one, but this is NYX Born to Glow in Porcelain. I'm wearing it today. It makes my skin look pretty nice. It's not the most perfect shade match. It's a little bit pinker than my actual skin tone. I'm like a fair neutral with like slight yellow undertones, like very light undertones, light yellow undertones, but I mean, I can get away with it. It's still very nice, but I'm just like, why are they're like taking away all the medium coverage buildable hydrating foundations, and they're replacing them with skin tints, and I'm like, I'm so over it. I'm just so over it. And then, okay, this is an older favorite, and mine is almost empty, but this is the Makeup Forever, or sorry, the Ultra HD Foundation Stick. I really love this. But I did try it again recently, and I felt like it looked so cakey, so I'm not sure if mine is just old, but I remember loving this all the time. Sorry, let me show my vape. I remember loving this one all the time when I worked at Goodwill. I think it's a really nice product. And then the last foundation this year that I found, and this is like my most perfect shade match I think I've ever found, and this used to be it, but now I think it's this one. though they're very close. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I have the shade Y215 in the Makeup Forever, and then I have 050 Fair Cool. The thing about the House Labs one is I feel like the foundation undertones are listed backwards. Like, I bought this one, the cool one, even though it leans more yellow, if that makes sense. So I don't know, just pay attention to the undertones. I lucked out that this actually matched me because I was scared that I was gonna be wrong, but like everything in the pictures showed me that this is not a pink undertone. So I don't know what's up with that, but this is beautiful. Though in the summer I felt like it was almost a little too glowy for me, but now in like the colder months I think it's perfect. I just think maybe I was using way too many glowy sunscreens and glowy primers and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, speaking of sunscreen, I really love the Supergoop Unseen sunscreen. This one has almost like that silicone pore smoothing type of thing going on. I really like this. I actually bought a full size of the glow screen, but I wish I bought a full size of this one. I'm still gonna go through the glow screen. It does leave a nice like shine, I guess, but it's not the type of glow that I like. I want it to be like a hydrated glow, not like a, you know, I don't know, it looks like someone put a shit ton of mica in the sunscreen, so I don't know. It's not bad, but I also find that this one doesn't pill on me, and then sometimes the glow screen does. So I definitely prefer this one, and I think it's amazing in the summer too. I am almost out of mine, but I do plan on picking up a full size once I've gone through my other sunscreens that I have going right now. Okay, so now I guess we'll go into my concealers, and two of them I have used as eye primer a lot. Now this one is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I like the shade Fair, I believe. I think it's Fair. I'm pretty sure it's Fair or Porcelain. I'm not entirely sure, but I've gone through many of these, like maybe 3 or 4. I really like this one as an eye primer on me as well. I think it blends beautifully up into my eyebrow and stuff like that. I know not everyone can use concealer as eye primer, but I can get away with it, so I sometimes do. But sometimes I'll use this, the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. This is the shade Vanilla Light 2, and it's just, it's too matte on me. I can use it for spot concealing, but I don't like it for like under my eyes. It's way too dry, but I think it's great as an eye primer. This kind of pains me to bring up because I never really wanted to try the brand after some shit that happened with them, but this is the P. Louise base in 05, Rumor 05. I also have Rumor 0. I got these as a birthday present along with one of the blushes, but these are really, really nice. I like them. I used to want a bunch of them, but then, you know, the whole thing happened with the song and the concert and then the canceled collection that she came out with instead of, I don't know, apologizing. So it was just ridiculous. After that, it just put a very sour taste in my mouth about P. Louise, and I just never want to give her my money. So I truly don't think I would repurchase, maybe for my makeup artistry kit, just to have a few of these because I really like them. This is like a conflicting thing, but it's going in a favorites video because it's a recent discovery and I've been using them all the time. Though I don't know if you'll see me mention them very much because I just kind of don't feel right about recommending them. But it is everything I look for in an eye primer. Blends without looking dry. Eyeshadow blends beautifully over it. This one just slightly lighter than my skin tone, so it's a great base for eyeshadows. It's not a weird undertone. And the white one is the best white eye primer I've tried. I've tried so many of them. So yeah, it's with a conflicted heart that I tell you I really like these. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't feel right about buying from them. But okay, so another concealer I have, and this is the one I've been using every day lately, is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. And I really like this one. I have the shade Royal Icing. It is a really good shade for me. Now this isn't like my perfect concealer, but it's pretty close. I mean, it's pretty good. It's a good, nice, fair, neutral tone. Don't get a lot of creasing. I mean, it's a little bit. But, I mean, I also use the Becca under eye corrector. Oh my gosh. Oops. And I forgot to say. So, this is the Becca under eye corrector, and I've had this for years, and I finally panned it completely today. It is empty. I have a new one, the one with Smashbox that is waiting to be opened tomorrow, but I finally finished this after like 3 years of constant use, and I love that eye brightener. I actually used to not, like when I first got it, I didn't use it all that frequently, but once I started using it every day under my concealer, I find it really does make a difference in brightening my under eye darkness, so I really like that one, and I'm excited to see how the Smashbox formulation one is. So now I want to talk to you about my cream products, and then I'll go into my powder products. And I think eyeshadow is probably going to have to be a separate video. But this is the Fenty Amber Contour Stick. I love this. I use it every single day for my contour. Look, I don't know if you can really see. I didn't do too much today, but I really like this. I think it's beautiful, a beautiful tone for me. And I actually used to have the amber in the cream bronzer, and I actually have this cream bronzer right here in Butter Biscuit. I did have the same one in amber, but amber is gone. It disappeared, so that's why I bought this. But I've almost completely panned this. I've had it for a few years now too, since around the time they launched, and I wish I still had the amber one. I'm not sure if when I run out of this I will replace it with this one or the compact, but either way, I love these. They're beautiful. They just blend so nicely. I really love the Fenty cream blushes as well. Actually, while we're talking about those, let me pull them out. I have a few other shades, but this one is Petal Poppin' right here. And I'm so excited to tell you that Drama Class is back, baby. It came back earlier this year. Oh, it came back earlier this year. And this is a beautiful purple blush. It kind of shows up a little bit pink on me. Let's see. I'm starting to get dark in here, but this is how it looks. And then when you blend it out, I mean, it does kind of look purple on me there. But once you blend it out, sometimes it looks a little bit more fuchsia than purple. But I don't really care. I love this. I think it's so stunning. And I can tell it's starting to get too dark in here. So some other cream products I discovered this year are the So Soft blushes from M Cosmetics. I have Lychee right here, which is this really nice coral color. It's like a light corally peach. And then I have Chiffon, which is a stunning purpley, like almost like a lavender pink. Actually, maybe I'll swatch this one for you. That is so nice. I love these because while they're not like a dewy cream product, like which is normally what I go for, I like to have dewy cheeks. These, they just have like a natural satin finish, and then they also almost have like blurring properties on your pores. Like, it's amazing. I want all the colors, honestly. But oh, and I also have the bronzer, the So Soft bronzer in the shade Terra. And this is something I sometimes use as contour as well, though I definitely prefer the Fenty. This is really nice, but I think you should get the blushes over the bronzer because, I don't know, sometimes it's a little bit heavy-handed. Like, it's very pigmented. So just be careful if you buy this, especially if you're as fair as me. But I still am going to use this. I still like it, but the blushes are definitely like my favorite out of those. And I also have the liquid blush from M Cosmetics, which I forgot to bring, but I have the shade Little Lilac, and that is also very beautiful. It's a nice liquid blush formula. Okay, I had to move over here to try and finish this up. I'm definitely going to have to cover eyeshadows in a separate video. Ah! Okay, so when I left off, I was talking about cream products, and another thing is the Flower Beauty blush bombs. I have the shade Bubbly, and it's a super pretty light pink shade, and it's a great affordable liquid blush. I really like that one. And then I also forgot to mention the Rare Beauty Bright Side Bronzer. And I really like this one. I had the shade Happy Soul, but Bright Side is a lot better for my fair skin tone. It's way more neutral. Happy Soul I had gotten because the other lightest shade looked way too warm toned, so I didn't want anything to do with that. So now I'm going to talk about some powder bronzers and blushes. So of course we have the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is just the regular one bronzer, and it's a really nice shade for fair neutrals as well. I really like this one. This is like maybe the third one I've bought in the last few years. And then I also have the Milani Silky Matte Bronzing Powder in the shade Sunlight. I really like this one as well. This was my go-to bronzer for work for the longest time, like a couple years. This one's super pretty, nice neutral shade again. But possibly my favorite drugstore bronzer is the Revolution Bronzer Reloaded. And I have the shade Holiday Romance, and it is such a pretty baked bronzer. I am wearing that one today. I don't have any highlighter on, and this one just leaves a beautiful glow. This is amazing. I just wish that Revolution wasn't kind of shady, but it's alright, it's worth it. And then a higher end version of something like that would be the Hourglass bronzer. Mine is kind of dirty, but I have what's it called? I have the shade Nude Bronze Light, and this one is also a really nice baked formula. It's so pretty, but it's definitely more pricey. And I do have the shade Diffused Bronze Light as a mini, but that one is extremely red toned on me, so I've barely used that one since I got it. But Nude Bronze Light is a great color for fair skin tones. Now let's move on to blushes that are powder blushes. So I have a couple shades of this. This is the Kokie Soft Gradient Blush. I have Crushing, and then I also have what are you doing? What are you doing over here? Havana's watching me. I don't want her to appear in my video because I don't want to have to check the box that says there's children in the video. Alright, so this is like an orange ombre one. It's so pretty. I don't normally go for orange stuff, but this is a really nice color. It's kind of like a corally orange. I also have the shade Sweetheart, and then I have, I think it's called Flushed, and that one is more of like a purple. It looks purple, but when I got it, it's actually very mauve and berry toned, and it's too much. I don't like that one. But this one and Sweetheart, the light pink, those are really pretty blushes. And then I also enjoy Milani's formula. I have Bella Bellini right here. This is a stunning baked blush as well. It has a really nice golden sheen. And I also like Luminoso. I don't like Rose d'Oro because it's just a weird color on me. But I have friends that like that who are more light medium skin toned. And then my favorite powder blush formula ever that I have so many shades in is the MAC Mineralized Blush Formula. This is Hey Coral Hey. These are so pretty. This one is so nice. I really like this, and my favorite shade though was New Romance, and that one was discontinued. Now let's start with one of my favorite lip balms, and mine is so scuffed up. I have 3 different kinds of this one. This one is the Fresh Sugar Coconut. This is a really nice lip balm. I think this is the only one that they still have of the 3 that I have. I also have the lemon one, which I guess was limited edition, along with the Salted Caramel, which are both 2 amazing lip balms. I'm so sad about that. But I was recommended the watermelon one that is still available. Though I loved the lemon one because it literally smelled like lemon tarts or like some kind of lemon dessert, and I love those. So I really like that. And then also the Laneige sleeping masks. I love the berry one, the vanilla one, the chocolate mint one, even though it just smells like mint. It's so nice. I actually snagged that one at Marshall's for $9, and it was a full size, so I was really excited about that. But one of my favorite lipstick formulas ever is the MAC Powder Kiss lipstick formula. Now this is the shade Impulsive, which is kind of like a warm brown sort of shade. I love these lipsticks. You know what? Let me just put this one on. It is so silky, but it's a beautiful matte formula. I have so many of these. I've gone through so many. They discontinued a couple of my favorite shades though, which sucks. But I really love these, and I recommend if you find a shade that you like in the Powder Kiss lipstick line, you should definitely get some because they are stunning. Pretty much some of the only matte lipsticks I'll use. My other favorite matte lipstick formulas are the Cream Sheen and some of the satin ones and the Frosts, but I don't like them. They're like matte or retro matte ones. And then I do like their lip glosses a little bit, but nowadays I prefer to just use like a glowy lip product or a lip balm, sometimes lip oils. Then another one of my favorite lip products is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. I like the shade London, and I also have Dubai, and those are the two I like the most. I've bought London a few times, super pretty. I also recently discovered the Peri Para Ink the Velvet, or yeah, the Ink the Velvet and the Airy Velvet or something, I don't know. There's a few different formulas of these, but these are so nice. This is the shade Rosy Nude. It's such a nice like reddish brown sort of shade, which is something I am discovering I enjoy. So I prefer a red to be more brown leaning, is something I learned. But those are super pretty. Before I was cut off, I was saying I really like the Peri Para Ink the Velvet lip stains. I don't find that they necessarily stain my lips, but I love the like smooth texture. It's almost like a watery texture. I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost like a slight sheen, but it's matte, but it's just so pretty. I don't know. You have to just try it for yourself. I've been really liking trying K-Beauty lip stuff. Okay, and now this is something I got in a BoxyCharm. This is Cab. I've never heard of the brand before, but it's their lip oil. What does it say? It says Rum Punch on the bottom. I've gone through so much of this tube. I've had it for quite a few years, so I've been trying to finish it off, but that's no problem for me because I really like this. I use it a lot, especially with my lip liners. Here's one of my favorites, but I've been trying the ColourPop lip liners this year. I was never really into lip liners before this, but I really like these. This one is Cool BFF, so I'll put the lip liner on, and then I'm not very good at drawing on my lip shape. I have kind of messed up lips. I have like a dent on my Cupid's bow, but using a little bit of the lip oil or maybe like some of my lip balm to blend out my lip liner. Sometimes I just call it a day and leave it like that as my lipstick. Even though I plan to do a whole like favorite single shadows and maybe my favorite eyeshadow palettes of this year, I do need to give a shout out to both these palettes from Blend Bunny, Surge and Primal. These are truly so beautiful, but they are now taken away. They are discontinued. Maggie said that the neons can no longer be made. Primal is being discontinued because I don't remember, maybe just to make room for more products. I honestly can't remember why they discontinued this one, but I got this when it was on sale and just before it was taken away. I really like these. Blend Bunny makes some of the prettiest pastels. I love the super deep shades. Now, this row of the shimmers is kind of useless to me, but it's okay because I got it on sale. And then I was excited to have a huge black and white matte. So I just think those are so nice. These shimmers are a little bit better. I have not tried any of the new Blend Bunny palettes. These are the only two I have so far. So, I mean, I really like these, but Blend Bunny makes some of the prettiest mattes ever, and I've been really enjoying them with all of my new indie multi-chrome discoveries and all my beautiful shimmers I've got this last year. The shimmers and everything will have to be a whole separate video. But, oh yeah, the Bella Beauty Bar Pastel Garden palette is what's on my eyes today, and that is another favorite palette. But I will definitely cover these and all my other eyeshadow palettes in maybe the singles in the same video. I may have to do a separate one for those, but I just want to talk about them separately because that's a whole other ball game, and eyeshadow is like my favorite thing ever. But alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of 2023 and your holiday season, and hopefully you get some cool makeup for Christmas or whatever you celebrate. So have a wonderful holiday season. Bye bye.